In this short tutorial, I'm going to show you how to explore ChooseMyPlate.gov and highlight some of the special tools on this site. MyPlate gives you an overview and talks about each one of the food groups. It's important that you not just know the food groups, but know more about each one. Scrolling down, you can look at the fruit, the vegetable, the grains, the protein foods, the dairy, and the oils group. If you look on the Choose My Plate icon over here, you'll notice that oils are missing. I kind of like to think of oils still as a food category that we need. Well, it's not technically a group on this plate, and if you go to learn more about the oils, they'll tell you it's not a group. It is a category of a nutrient that you need. So I like to, when I say 6 groups or 5 groups, 1 category, I'm referring to the oils. Don't forget them. They're extremely important. So I'm just going to go through one of the food groups to show you a little bit more about what you can find on this site. And then I'd like you to search on your own. Let's look at the fruit group for an example. This will tell you what's in the fruit group, how much fruit is needed daily. And if you want to look up your age and gender for specific requirements of daily recommendations, click on the table to find out more. So for instance, women between the ages of 31 and 50 need 1.5 cups of fruit a day. Now, what counts as 1.5 fruits? Right down below, there's a cup of fruit table, because you may consume things like beverages. Some are whole fruits, some might be dried fruits, and this table will give you an idea as to commonly consumed foods and their amounts. So I encourage you to explore this table. Later in the semester, we may need to refer back to these tables to figure out if we're meeting our food groups. Each one of these food groups has a category, so I suggest that you explore. In the oils group, again, it'll tell you that it's not a food group, but they provide essential nutrients. And later when we do the diet project and you print out your plan, it will give you an allotted amount of oils for the day. So I do want you to view this as a food group and know what the allowance is for different oils. I won't make you memorize how many teaspoons that you need a day, but I do want you to know that nuts, fish, cooking oil, and salad dressings are part of this category. So what else can you find on this? First of all, I want you to explore the different groups. Next, I want you to know what other resources you can find on this site. You can find things for students. They have a whole section for college students, My Plate on Campus, My Plate on Campus Toolkit, and getting ways for finding people to stay healthier. They also have recipes as well. They have information about different drinks, beverages, and starting with small changes. There's physical activity advice and different online tools, such as a BMI calculator that we'll be using later in the semester, as well as the super tracker for your diet project. You may have already completed your diet project or started by completing your food record. The next section will be using Super Tracker to actually track the foods that you eat, but we'll do that in a different lesson. So I hope you learned a little bit about My Plate, and please search through the groups before you're able to move on to the next lesson.